gears. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Create a solution. Sand dance. Oh yeah, wasn't this? Oh yeah, yeah. They gave up at this point. They gave up. There was no attempt made. You know, sometimes people go, there was an attempt. It's not one of those cases. Look at how barren this map is. It's so barren. I wonder if they got permission from the Pharaoh to actually use this map like this, but okay, whatever. I gotta build my whole own. Why are people coming out of there? Why do people come out of the? Seriously, like, I'm kind of curious where they go. Oh, no. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, they're just going around for a bit and then just. Wow, really? Well, welcome to Lazy Town. Oh yeah, I needed to capture some chameleons. Well, it's kind of weird to start off a level that doesn't have a layout associated with it. What's the platform here? So it's just this? Gosh, man. This is awkward. I think the better idea is to destroy all this and just start working on check out the old shovel. Why is that darker? Is that done to... It might have had a reason, like to give it shadow or something? I'm kind of curious now. Now I got my attention. It's not the color though, it's this? No, it's... No, that's that stuff, but... What the... Ugh. Well, let's get down to business. Brass tacks, as they call it. Start off by setting up, as I like it, this near the entrance. I really don't care about any of this right now. I just don't. My brain can't care, because this level is so uninspiring out of the gate. There's no love, no life, no lust. There's no energy. This is not what's poppin'. Okay, let's see. What does a camel need? A wooden fence. Oh, they're actually pretty nice animals, I guess. They're chill with the pill. Let's put up a nice big fence. There you go. What does one need to keep them? In the large herbivore house. Delightful. How darling. Open her up, buckaroo. I got some camels to catch. Seriously, someone made a freaking camera that swings over. Like, this doesn't come free. The whole swingy pin thing. Why does the dart fly at an angle? If they made night vision for the freaking scope of this weapon, then surely they understood that there are problems with how dark it is at night. Yeah, I can't see anything. Da, 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 da. Oh goodness, I can't even see the frickin' floor anymore. This is terrible. Dun, 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 dun. Why can you synchronize almost all stalls, but you can't synchronize the toilets? That's a weird question. But it's something to consider. Can I sell, like, sun cream? Because there are rules for sun cream necessity, and I don't want my people to burn up. Safari hats? Safari hats. Oh, that's just great. That's fantastic. Love it. No, I don't want my... Well, I guess I'll have to work with it. People come buy their hats. Motorbike races. Sure, I could use something that's a bit more exciting. Ah. I mean, would you go for a go-kart in the middle of the desert? The asphalt would probably just burn you alive. Da 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 da. Like, no. This seems like murder. Like, it's black metal in the middle of the desert. Dun 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 dun. So if I'm gonna build it like that, then I want to come around like this eventually. I want to make a big circle out of it. I need to keep my finger on the pulse, as they say. I'm paying out my ass for a loan I don't care about. We'll take care of roller coaster crap later. Okay, cool. There's still a... All right, how are you doing? What's your mentality? You happy? You like being here? Oh, they look clean. Oh my goodness, the camel looks like someone else. Or no, that's other people's opinions. Yeah, that's other people's opinions. I thought the camels have an opinion. The social requirement. I don't know what the hell you're doing down there, lady, but you sure ain't doing your job well. Do you require some motivational speaking? Here, let me motivationally tell you to go do your job. You shovel poop. Why can I offer training to someone who just shovels poop and puts food in a bin? I can understand a mechanic. I can sort of understand a janitor. But you're shoveling poop in sand. I guess shoveling poop in sand will be kind of complex. Remarkably involved. Process requires a PhD in poopology. Can't forget the degree in poopology. I got that one from MIT. E-E-E-O. E-E-E-O. I can't afford anything. I'm poor. I'm dirt poor and all my attractions suck. No one thinks I'm cool. Everyone thinks I'm a big loser. Or a closer. Oh, people wearing those hats anyway. Are the hats a big hit? It's open. Please, go and play on my fun thing. Oh, someone said hello. Music boxes. So what's the opinion on this? It's really good value? It's really good value, everyone. That's when you know you gotta up the price. If it's really good value. It's really good value. Listen. Listen. Instead of just offering you an optimization algorithm, which really feels like it should, here's the thing, right? Like, you know, like, why can't I just say I want my satisfaction to stay maximum, price accordingly, and that's it. That's the done deal. There is no one in this godforsaken world, who cares about the administration part of how should I price my rides in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3? Do you want to know why every single part, like, you see Dirklink? Like that the mother clucker who makes some pretty cool maps. I don't think their primary concern is the economy that runs in the background of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Man, this looks like absolute garbage. This looks like a special kind of garbage, actually. Oh, there's still an elephant out here. Okay, cool. It's still really good. Still really good value, people. People want to pay me more and more for it. So look at some camels. They're horses with lumps. There's nothing special about a camel. You want a camel? You just look in your yard, look for a horse, and go like, man, that horse sure has a big hump on his back. Just put a big saddle on the back. Bam. Sunglasses stall. Now that's something that's going to sell around here. Now there's a real moneymaker. Man, I love Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 so much more. There's just so... Has long queue times. You want to know why it has long queue times? Because someone forgot to put in more cars. Because for some reason, it doesn't just put in the maximum amount of cars. Like an idiot would. Why are you all so dumb? Why do I have to do everything myself around here? The fun of running a park is not saying, I want to have this many cars. The option is nice. Let's be clear. There is a distinction between the option is nice and you have to fucking bother all the time. I don't want to bother all the time. When a park is big, it's a lot of effort to put wheels in every one of them. And no one cares. No one wants to bother with that. But it's just kind of cute when you're... I like how that's in the center. That's cool. Woo! But, you know... Don't force people to bother with things that they aren't interested in, because they'll just get bored. You'll disinterest them. There's no difficulty in this. It's just looking at the paperwork and going back and forth. And I'm sure people want that, but listen, Atari, I want you to come in real close. Just put your ear on my velvet lips. I'm going to whisper you a secret. It's an ancient Chinese secret that has been passed down through generations of Asians and businessmen from around the world. The first game didn't do any of this. And you want to know what? It was better for it. That's the irony of the situation, is a lot of this wasn't a problem in the first game. It was just fun. The first game was fun. The second was great. You had content. You had fun things. Expansions had some awkward theming, but there was fun to it. And now they just made things clunkier. The UI isn't as good. And I don't, man, listen very closely. You added problems, which meant that you spent development resources, making a game worse, which, when you actively make something worse, you better have a good reason. And it better not just be, well, it's because it's... No, listen, I just already said that. Realism doesn't make it... You know, on the old game, like every time someone bought something, like a little money popped up. Like a little... Someone just spent $5 at the Spinaroonie. And it made you feel like something was happening. I don't feel like anything's happening. I feel like my rides are working, but it doesn't feel like a business is happening. So, clearly, the business aspect has been de-emphasized, because there's no visual representation of the constant influx of money. So, since the menus are clunkier, why are you so fixated on letting me select drinks? I can assure you there aren't many people who care about this menu. This menu is not exciting. It doesn't sell a game. It's a nice detail. But the core fucking loop is frustrating, and I don't want niggly bits when I don't enjoy the core loop. That's how games work. If the central arc, if Mario jumping over a platform over a plit is not a satisfying experience, no one gives a hoot that Mario can collect a fire flower and shoot fireballs, because they don't even enjoy the central part of the game. Though to be fair, Mario Brothers was very simplistic. Let's put it like this. No one's going to collect star coins if Mario isn't fun to control. Because why would they participate in an activity that's inherently frustrating because he's not fun to control? See, why would I want to partake in this fine-tuning of a machine if I don't see the money, the reward on the screen, if I don't see the profits, if I don't see angry pop-ups, if I don't get... like, the problem is there's not as much feedback. The park inspector feels like a little bastard who shows up and is like, by the way, did you know that you're not pricing things properly? And it just feels like he's slapping me across the face instead of giving me proper business advice. I need to be informed constantly. The reason when you're running a business you have managers is because managers absorb information on a lower level of the company and transport it upwards after release animals into the wild. I think what you mean is I buy lions and I sell them. That's not how company assets work. I'm pretty sure I can just get... I can literally get sued over this. I'm pretty sure that there are clauses in contracts for purchasing animals that are like, if you do this, we'll come for you. We'll come for you and we'll fire you and we'll throw you in a river. How do I release them into the wild? I gotta release the animal. It must be... Well, then get out of here. I don't want to bother with that. That seems like work. Why would I buy lions? My objective isn't to buy lions. Why would I have lions? My objective is to have lots of camels. Get out of here. I don't even lose anything for taking this objective, which is the weird part. It's like, okay, why do you offer me the option if then nothing changes? I opened this ride, right? I guess because now it's 20 carts, it goes a lot faster. Which means it's time to increase ride capacity. Now, you know what I also liked about the first game? Is there was a lot more... Buying of land was more of a thing. Like in the original game, there was more... Here's a tiny fucky park, you know? Sometimes you have this big park, but usually it felt like it's a large area, but it wasn't a developed area. It's like, okay, here's some trees. They're in the way. Here's a place where you can't remove the trees. You know, like I build it above the tree line. Good luck, chump. Good chump luck. But here you... listen, there's... Was it this game, or was it... I think it was 1 or 2, where there was a level that was... Here are 4 stretches of land, where you started with 2, and you could buy 2 other ones, and you could buy the what was it called again? It has a name. The easement. What the fuck? The easement rights, and you could essentially build 4 separate parks, and they both had their own. It was a weird setup, but it was fun. It had an interesting quirk to it, and it felt like you were expanding and building your park. But I have the whole map out of the gate, and it's Egypt. Like, I don't feel good about destroying this because that's a lot of work. It's a lot of money and time and effort that I have to put into destroy that. So I'm not going to bother. Why would I? It's time and effort wasted on nothing. Nothing was lost, nothing was gained, except some significant frustration. Why do I have water rides? There is no water feature on this land. Like, the thing about Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 that's also very good is there were 2 kinds of maps in terms of the geography of the map itself. There are maps where the geography was a bitch, and you had to grab a whip and a shovel and make it work. And there were levels where the geography was just there. The map was not the point. And I feel that here they went a bit... Amity Airfield was kind of a shitty map because it's too big. And it's way too much about gaming the system to get people in your park, which is done by having more rides. Rides themselves increase the guest cap, which increases their spawn chances. And you can use advertisements to reach that number artificially. So it's kind of a shitty map. But the more you put in the map that feels lush and extravagant and requires effort and time to remove, the more people are just going to deal with it. Like, make it accessible. This doesn't feel accessible. This just feels like you're, okay, here are some I don't know, man. I'm just tired. I'm very tired. I'm so tired. I'm tired of everything. I'm tired of the fact that I'm building a freaking pool next to a gosh darn whatever this is. Don't ask me why, don't ask me how, I got no answers for thee. In the meantime, I'm gonna say ba-da-ba-dum-bum-ba-ba-da-bum. under the ocean. No, the pool is not awesome. The pool is pool-tastic. There you go. Sherman R has it figured out. Oh, I needed a roller coaster somewhere, didn't I? Well, let's go see what kind I can get. I can get an air-powered coaster, Twin Thunder, for 10,000 euros, dollars, currency. I can get a coaster ball. Look at these. Oh, this looks like something I kind of want to build myself. You know what? Let's take out a loan and build ourselves a coaster ball. Coast-tastic. People keep saying pool-tastic. Why don't they say park-tastic or coast-tactic? And now, look at this. Look at this. I enter build mode. The game understands that the darkness is a problem. It's interesting. Why isn't there just a button that does it? Just give me a button. That's like, okay, I want to... What's in the way? What is in the way here? Do not enter the phantom zone or you will die. There's just a weird... Okay, I think the land's just awkward here. Oh, cool. Thanks. No. Thanks a bundle, kid. Please stop turning on and off my night vision. I need it to see with my eyeballs. The Phantom Zone has been removed. I guess there was just a small, like, itty-bitty hiccup. Okay, there are no corners. This is just straight track and all that kind of hullabaloo. How do you... Oh, you have a launch speed. You're a powered launch coaster. Oh, so that's how you're different from the other one. Okay, cool, interesting. Something else, I guess. What do you bank? Where do you? Oh, it's a. So it's just kind of like shake him around a bit. That's a great way to break someone's neck. Ugh. Go ahead, show me. Ah, that works for me. Works for me. It's not too intense, right? It's gonna crush someone's spine, I think. But what do I know? I'm not a scientist. I kind of want to go on one of the rest. Where the frick am I? What the? Oh! I went to a whole different coaster. Neat. Sky SWAT. Back in my day, we went on the Sky SWAT and we liked it. I think it's that first section that kills them. So we're just gonna modify that because I think this physically murders people. But we'll get some brakes in the back too. Yeah, that's sensible. Get some brakes in the back. Baby in the front, baby in the back, baby. Ah, that's fine. Jesus. How the hell do you do that, Como? How do you keep rolling? One huppa. On the plus side, if you roll one huppa for your... I can't do anything. The minute it turns night, I can't do anything. Seriously, why? It's because realism. And people want realism in their games. No, they don't. People don't. There are very few contexts in which people are like, man, realism. That's what's missing from this. I can't see this pathing. I made the worst possible decision using this road. But whatever, you know? There's an easy way out, and it's called buying a big old can of spray paint. There. Stands out like a sore thumb, but you know, it's just how I like it. You know, it's how I like it. I like my thumb to ache with pain and agony. Oh. Got a lifeguard on board. Bang, 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 bangity bang. Fire on the waves for longer. Does that mean it starts stacking? Well, there's an idea. Well, that sure is water. I've developed a brand new chemical mixture machine. It turns Homo sapiens into Homo gelatin. Goopy. Can you imagine, like, driving on the go-kart track, dangerously close to a bunch of people in swimsuits? It's like, man, if I just swerve like 2 inches, I can't legally be held responsible for my actions, right? Just gotta swerve like an inch, maybe 2. Maybe I'll kill someone. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? Definitely, probably get in some trouble, you know. Someone would start to complain about what I did and why I did it, but Pretty sure they can't hold me legally liable, because I didn't put that down there that way. Enough thinking about potentially killing people through the art of magic. E e e e o e e e e o ho ho ho. Ah, yes, the circus is in town, and the circus, as we all know, was made by the reptilians. If it wasn't for the circus, I would have taken over this entire continent by now. Baby, on board. El Giganto. I want to buy El Giganto. I want to own world's biggest Ferris wheel. And I will call it El Giganto. And I will also call it Ummatitut Couscous Drip. But that's only for the kids. Baby. Oh, if I cut that off, like build it around like so. I have a small interior plane that I can use for all kinds of constructions. And it'll keep things somewhat consistent and make this a bit further away from where it is. So yeah, that makes sense. Let's go make sure that all the rides are open so I'm not messing up anything. I probably should hire some more staff, since while I do have a bunch of staff running around, I definitely don't have enough to make this all keep this all working as it stands. You need quite a few mechanics and quite a few janitors to keep everything going. I don't want to retrain them. It's relatively cheap to get them a little bit of training and keep them happy, and once I got all that taken care of, I should be good to go. Cool. Now everyone has one level of training. And now everyone has 2 levels of training, and that means they'll never quit from unhappiness. And they'll do their job reasonably well, which is all I really care about. How many people can fit in this massive thing anyway? 144 guests. Jesus! That's a lot of pancakes. Might as well put some extra things around here, like a beanie station. Wanna buy a beanie? Wanna buy a hat? Beanie babies, beanie babies. Beanie babies, beanie babies. Beanie. Beanie baby, beanie baby, beanie baby, beanie baby, beanie baby, beanie baby. Let's check out the reliability, cause some of these rides might be broken down. Like, I have one of these things and I'm noisy. Marvelous. Well, what else do I need to make this park work? Well, first and foremost, I kind of want to expand this idea over here. I kind of like the idea of having it wrap all the way around, but that'd be way too big for these poor schmucks to deal with. Oh my god. Poor Como, getting all beat up by Morkbork. Poor guy. I think a dinghy coaster would do pretty well around here. Don't got the money for it, though. Na 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 na. Several $1,000s an hour. Euros in this case. All right, let's go see what everyone's what the guest thoughts are. Like, what are the guests missing in this park? Happiness is high. Hunger is not that good, and sunburn is doing terrible. People are getting nice and crispy around here. Start selling deep fried guests, I guess. What is clear to me though is that they require another bite somewhere around here. They want a hot bite. There we go. Another steakhouse out back. Even though you're all the way in the back of the park, buy yourself some fresh lemonade. I already have a lemonade stand, do I? Gosh darn it! I thought it was ahead of the curve. Buy my hot cocoa. Hot cocoa and steak, the perfect combination. I don't want to hear from anyone who thinks that they know how flavor works. Get out of here! I don't do themed attractions. That's work. And I got enough work listening to everyone vomit every 5 seconds. Was it like that in one? I don't know if it was like that in one. I wish it wasn't. Yeah, people are killing for these calmer rides. I think I'm gonna put down a nice carousel around here somewhere. You know, it's a bit of a classic, a bit of a tepid one, but I don't have any. Do I want a planetarium? Or a mirror maze? Well, mirror maze is going to result in everyone getting set on fire. Because the mirrors are going to reflect everything around. Well, I don't have a choice. Sorry, kids. Good old Uncle Capitalism says you have to die now. I got bills to pay, and unfortunately, you're the idiots who are going to pay for it. What's the cam like? So, I've only been in a mirror maze once myself, actually. I once went on a mirror maze attraction. And holy shit, man, that shit's kind of scary. Like, it messed with my brain in a way my brain couldn't handle it. It was like, what the fuck's going on, man? What the fuck is happening? Dude, you talk to me about this. Health. Health is decent. Your hunger is not alright, and I think I just want to up the feeding on this often. There we go. I think I'm going to expand this a bit. Give you guys some more ooh, you don't like that, huh? Yeah, they don't like that. Guess we're going to have to bring out the old flattening tool. So what is my camel population currently looking like, actually? Like, are they all ladies? They're all ladies, aren't they? These are all females. Yeah, they're all females. That explains why none of them are breeding. Cool. I'll buy a fertile male pair. Hey, I'll buy a little baby man. I'll buy a little baby man. Everyone loves a little baby man. So how's this place doing? People, why is no one on here? Is it too expensive? People are like, man, I'm not gonna pay 3 euros to watch 6 camels. I want 8 camels, man. I want 8. That's where my cutoff point lies. Yeah, I think I'm gonna expand this way and connect the two. I just like it. I just like the idea. All right. I just like the idea of there being just a camel-looking spot here. Pretty sure this qualifies as animal. We used to have animals this close together, but they're virtual. No animals were harmed in the production of this video game. That's the fun part. Also, the fencing is starting to fall apart, but you know, I don't have any way of fixing that. I just kind of have to accept that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. Do 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 do. Things might never be the same. There. I hope you're happy with your extravagant location, you punks. Because that's just the way it is. Do 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 do. Things will never be the same. Do I have some dodgems? I don't think I have any dodgems. So let's put some dodgems in. Isn't that like the British term for it? A dodgem? Because I would always call them bumper cars. It's the bumper cars. I also don't have the required funds. But they're just bumper cars, right? We literally call them crashing cars in Dutch. It's great. They're cars for crashing. People love spending $3 to look at a camel and its poop. You know, technically, I think it's entirely possible to just hire a person, have them clean up some poop, and then fire them before they even charge their wages. I don't think the game stops you from doing that. Oh man, these guys have been here for like 5 months and they've already fucked everything around. Cool. That means more camels for me. What else do I need? I have to repay my loan. Then I need another... Why is it like... It needs... Listen, we're not expecting you to build a coaster. We just want a coaster that doesn't make me fall asleep. I'll be happy with that. It's like, come on, man. Really? That's the barrier of entry in this place? Don't snooze cruise me, brother. Don't snooze cruise me with that terrible coaster. I'm so proud of it. I bet you it's exactly like one of the pre-made designs. That was neat. It actually goes upside down. That's pretty cool. The Scarlet Bean. Now, now you listen here, motherfucker. That's a really good name. The Scarlet Bean. Haha, Papa. I wish to go upon the Scarlet Bean. Papa, Papa. Ooh, I haven't made a Virginia reel in a while. Let's make one of those. Let's throw all of my fortune into a Virginia reel. It's a pretty compact coaster, ain't it? It's not great, but it's like one of those spinny things that doesn't really matter all that much. Is that a fucking clown? Oh man, that actually looks like kind of fun. That actually looks kind of fun. I like it. I dig it. Okay, so every turn's been a... Give him a real romp and stomp at the end there. All right, let's give it a proper test roll. Gonna have to figure something out with the entry and exit, but who cares? Welcome to my Virginia reel. We have octagons instead of circles. I'm already nauseous, and I'm not that nauseous. I've been on a roller coaster once and it did make me kind of bleh, but for the most part I'm actually pretty resistant to that. I don't like that this doesn't let me really experience the... It let me experience the ride, but this ain't VR, so it's like, nah. Ooh, that nice swing at the end is fun. Because they come into the station and you got that... I think the better idea is to put the entrance on the other side. You know, work with the flow instead of against it. I should be able to put some pathing there. Yep. I'll open up. Let's give it a name, because I like to give it a name. The Desert Gale. An inflatable stall. Oh boy. I don't need those sex perverts in my park. Personally, I love the term sex pervert, because it's so double up. You are not just a pervert, you're a sex pervert too. He's a pervert of the sex variety. This fucking kills me. Back in my day, the only kind of perverts we had around were, I don't know, just like slightly weird people. Where do I sell my inflatables? Listen, man. It's quite dirty. Why is it dirty? It's dirty. Dude, come over. We're upping. We're putting in the bleach. I know bleach is not meant for water, but fuck it. These people are pasty. They'll be tan as hell after this. They'll appreciate the free scrubbing. It's slightly dirty now. Please, it needs more scrubbing. Every 10 minutes, just put in a whole can of hydrochloric acid. It'll clean it like nobody's business. I think the way it works is that because the filters get built up over... That'd actually be pretty clever. I'll give this game props. If the way the cleanliness is calculated is not a factor of you putting in the stuff, but over time the filter cleans the pool, because that's how fucking filters work. It's not magic. It's filtration. It takes time and effort. Man, I like this. I really like this reel, and I don't know why. I just think it's cool. It's up the price a bit. I'm proud of this. You know, when you're proud of something, you should be like, man, I'm proud of this. Come on, no one wants to go in the Desert Gale? I made this with my own 2 hands. I spat on the floor this was made of. Put a double observation deck somewhere around here. I'll liven this place up a bit. This can only be safe. There can be no negative repercussions for making bad business decisions. That's not how life works. I'm a businessman. I'm immune to criticism. I love the sound of vomit. It's why I bought an amusement park, was so that I could put my ear gently and gingerly to the to the speaker and constantly hear the sound of guests vomiting all over my floor. That's why I woke up in the morning. That's why I live for. Is to grow nauseous and sick and want to vomit by proxy of hearing every single person who enters my park enter a spiral of disgust. Yeah, that doesn't fit, but hey, if the game doesn't complain, I'm not going to complain. Who's got 2 thumbs and made a stupid decision? This guy. Who broke the laws of physics completely casually? This guy. Ooh, a 0G trampoline. I don't think anyone wants to jump on a... I don't need my guess to be anywhere nauseous. Also, what's the nauseous rating on this thing? That's pretty low, considering the Virginia reels are notorious for making people throw up all over the place, which, you know, happens anyway. You could make nothing but the calmest, smoothest rides, so buttery smooth, you could drive over it. And people would still be vomiting every 5 seconds out of the pure sense of self-entitlement. Listen, I just want to build in some slides, alright? I just want to build in some slides. I want to build in a stupid long water slide that starts over here and goes swoosh, 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 and goes under this and then over and then back in. Fuck it, let's build it. Let's build it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do you know what it feels like loving someone who's in a rush to throw you away? Do you know what it feels like being in a rush, etc.? I can only build an H2O slide bowl, but that's going to have to make do. How are we going to aim this? I think this is the best aim we can get. It'll be a bit touchy on the inside, but I like where this is going. Okay, if I want a large plaster wall, science has developed it for me. Okay, we can't build directly into the Virginia reel, but that shouldn't be a problem, because I don't want to build directly into the Virginia reel. think I'm gonna make this all covered, like this one section. Then come up again, and then uncovers. Floom. Now this could kill a man. Oh yeah, it needs to connect to the park. Back in my day, people wouldn't complain about that. They'd just be like, gosh darn it, I gotta walk all the way across America. To get to the village of Massachusetts is the village of America. The home of the red, white, and blue. You know what? Give it a test run. I want to see what this is like. Hey, you know what? That's pretty cool. It ain't exactly bopping, but it is hip and happening, and that's all it needs to be. It's just needs to be a little bit fun, just a little bit. I should have never put those mosquitoes in my park. I have really good value. You can pay me more money. Oh my god, Claire, just shut up. Goddamn pigs is a shark bait already. I just want to see that dumb ferret. Be a little snoot. Be a little twerp. I'm gonna put this helter-skelter in my park and you can't stop me, Mom! Be amazed at the snake helter-skelter. The most scientific technology brings you a sliding experience unlike any other, specifically designed for 20 megajoules of human corpse. Anyway, since they're all having such a great time, let's throw some toys at them. Here's an ice block. Here's a ball. Here's a ball. Here's a ball. Here's some ice. Here's some ice. Have fun. Let's just put a tree in there so that you can relax in the shade. Give it a little spadazzle. Give it a little life. You know? Give it a washy palm. Let's give it a Zombie-topia, you know, for kicks. A dull coconut palm. Mamma paparazzo. Actually, let's give him a little pond. Let's put a little pond in there. I'd like to create a small canyon, just a little one. What did you... Idiot. I'm trying to give you a pool. I'm trying to give you what Sharkbait never had, a pool. You blew it. There we go. Let's give it a little spritz. Give it a little spritz. Little like a color around here, nice and fresh. The watering hole. Give it a little extra spritz at the bottom. Let's add a little sand down there, just you know, because you expect there to be sand at the bottom of a pool like this. There we go. A little spritz, just a little, throw a little extra. They put some trees over. Put some ferns around it. Now give it a little life. Put a coconut. Let's put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. Put some ducks in there, just because, you know, people are gonna be like, oh man, look at that duck. Let's put the lime in the coconut, drink it all up. King Palm. There, now we got a sweet and salient oasis. Let's put the lime in the coconut. Why is the Helter Skelter always so popular? What is wrong with you people? You're like, man, this Helter Skelter is the most amazing ride that's ever been developed. Using the power of gravity and walking up an extremely long set of stairs, we too can experience the joy of a Helter Skelter. What's going on, Chief? I need more mechanics, I know. Let's put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. Heck it, you're all experts now. You are all the most trained people in the world. I only hire the finest gentlemen to work in this park as I pay off my loan. Yeah, this park ain't half bad, and I hate it. Because look at this. What is all this space good for when all I need is this little tiny strip? See, this is why Roller Coaster Tycoon tends to stick to restrictions, because if you don't have restrictions, the game's not that exciting. It's the restrictions that force you to think and have fun. Just saying. Just saying, video game. I might have screwed the pooch there. Where did they bring ambient tracks? Why do I care? The rating why would you ever give someone a rating bonus? That doesn't help anyone. Rating is easy to max out. And it's like, oh, you get a rating bonus. I'm like, okay, that'd be great if the park had like a permanent negative rating bonus, and that was the problem. But it ain't. So you just. All right, Chief. What are we missing? I just need to buy 4 camels. Okay, cool. We'll just buy 4 camels then. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Roller Coaster Odyssey. Gemini Basin is cleared for launch. The robotic future of theme parks. Evolve a magnificent monolith primate park from whatever. Cool. It's a fancy park, and they're using big words because they're smart. But I feel like I've already seen this exact park design. Wasn't this one of the later levels in the... I'm grumpy now. Thanks. I hate it. Wow. I hate it. Alright, well, what am I dealing with in terms of loan? Nothing. Wow. No loan. That's... Now, I don't want to, like, undercut or undersell anything, but that just It's just weird, man. You can't do that to me. I yelled at him. I don't get why employees work the way they do. Do they have like a hidden variable that determines how happy they are? What do I need for this park? What do I need? What animal do I need to purchase? I need to buy chimps, orangutans, and fucking 30 gorillas. You expect me to acquire 30 gorillas? Jesus. 700 income, and somehow I need to purchase 10 chimps. Well, I've never beaten chimps in Balloon City 6, so I guess this is going to be quite the challenge. I'm not in the mood for this. I thought this was going to be an okay park, but the way it's set up, it's in tiers and layers, and that's actually very counterintuitive. My best option is to flatten the whole park and just work from there. And I'm not in the mood after already having to flatten the whole park and work from there. Just saying that, you know, my biggest problem is that it's not stable. The landscaping engine is sophisticated enough that it becomes problematic, whereas in Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, it didn't do all these weird adjustments on the fly. The thing just worked. How's this handled anyway? So in Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, because the terrain was far more systemized, you didn't have situations where when you build through a mountain, it suddenly chunks this whole thing out, and it looks awkward. Much more power and anticipation of how things work, and I just hate it. What's this button? Huh. So I'm done. I'm done. I wasn't in the greatest mood already. I should have just gone and played Prey or Dishonored, because those don't become frustrating.